It's January 21, 2019. My name is Jared, and I got next to me Shabe here. And this show, this is the things where I just like to go ahead and share with you all the reading and all of the, tech world, the gaming world, the things that I see, that I saw very interesting online, and I just want to share with you. Of course, just like always, everything on the link, everything is linked below, so you guys can go ahead and check it out and read yourself, and let me know what you guys think about all the things I'm talking about. All right? If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. I'll be doing this every Monday, and it's going to be a joy just to be talking and just to be, sharing with you guys all the things that I think that's going on, good and even bad, around the internet when it comes to tech, games, and all the other stuff. All right? This is Yana. She's just going to be here to make faces. Let's get started. All right, so first thing, going into gaming news. Now, if you guys are a Nintendo Switch owner, Nintendo Switch Online subscription person, I don't know if you guys know, but the old school Nintendo games are available for download for free if you're an online subscription, if you're an online member. Now, someone on the internet named Kapu on Twitter has spotted some clues hidden within the Switch Online coding. And he was saying there was at least 22 Super Nintendo Entertainment System games that could be in the works and could be coming. These games would be Super Mario Kart, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Yoshi's Island, Star Fox, Contra, Super Metroid, Super Mario World, and a lot more. Now, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the old school Nintendo on the Switch, playing Tecmo Bowl, playing what else am I playing? What were we playing? Dodgeball, and it's some fun stuff. All right, so I don't know, are you guys excited about it? Are you guys wanting to are you guys willing to go online and play those games? And I don't know, it sounds a little fun, it sounds pretty cool, and I'm kind of excited about it. I can't wait till it comes out. The thing is, I love re-released things, not necessarily remastered, but when you get to play the games back in the day, like around the 90s and 80s, late 80s and 90s, it's just something really, really fun and really, really interesting to go through. So check it out. The link is below. Check all the games. I'm excited. I can't wait to get it. Can't wait to play it. Also going around the news, Blizzard co-founder Mike Morhaime is going to be leaving the company this April. For him leaving, we don't know what's going on. We don't know why, but the person who's going to be replacing him is the former executive producer and vice president of World of Warcraft, J. Allen Brack. Now, I don't know if this is something that's going to be because change of ship. Maybe there's a new direction going on. Maybe it was this guy who announced Diablo on mobile and not Diablo 4. We don't know what's going on, or maybe creative differences. Right, but know that there's change happening in Blizzard, and it's kind of alarming. Why? Because I'm hearing the news about Diablo 4 being no longer the dungeon crawler or top view dungeon crawler. How they're going to be now doing it a little bit like Dark Souls, just makes me think on what's really going to happen. Where's the direction of the company? Right? What's going to happen with the newer games, and what's really the strat? Are they really going to go away from PC and now focus on mobile? We don't know. Anyway, comment below if you have any thoughts. And it's an interesting read, talking about maybe because of how they lost money. Their Q3 financial results were pretty down, right? And the firm expected revenues of this, but it didn't get. So we don't know. Is it because of the lack of money? Is it the lack of direction? Is it because he's an old school gamer, didn't want to go online, didn't want to go mobile? Or is it just time for him just to move on? You okay? So you sure you're just gonna make faces the whole time? Just make faces the whole time. You're not gonna say anything. Okay, all right. Also going on around in games, Red Dead 2 is facing legal action from the real Pinkertons. Now, spoiler alert, those Pinkertons are the bad guys. Well, good guys, because you're the bad guys. I don't know. But anyway, Red Dead Redemption 2, the use of the Pinkerton name is just one of the many ways the game tries to be historically accurate. There's an airplane, and we'll wait for it to go by. This Pinkerton consulting firm actually wants to take them to court because they took issue with the use of the title, because they felt that they were the ones who was really involved in the game's development. Again, they were not portrayed as the best people. Now the consultants talking to the Red Dead team about who the Pinkertons were, now they're getting a bad name, and now they're trying to say, why are you doing that? But Take-Two says in response that the use of the Pinkertons' name in Red Dead 2 is protected under the First Amendment in the United States. So there's a lot of legal action going on saying, hey, you know what, we could use the name, it's our right, we could be historically correct. But also the agency who was consulting about who the Pinkertons were, they do kind of have a point because, well, you know, they kind of got a bad name. So people who really don't understand, you know, the history, you know, don't really understand what was going on, may look at the Pinkertons as a bad, corrupt agency. So I don't know. Well, in my case, I didn't know who the Pinkertons were. I had to look them up. And when I found out they were like the FBI back then, you know, it kind of made sense on who they were, especially at that time when they tried to, you know, limit crime. And they would do everything, you know, possible. So I don't know. I hope you guys, you know, when we play games, when we play like Spider-Man, when we play like Grand Theft, when we play other games, we don't really take the agencies and everything, you know, straight up. You know, I think as people, we need to have the responsibility to really, really go out there and just, you know, check and see if things are historically correct or if they're being represented correctly. So I don't know. You guys, what do you guys think? Do you think this is just a way for Red Dead to say no? They did not have anything to do with the development. They just gave us names. They just gave us how they looked. But everything portrayed was by them just to clear their name, because I bet you that Pinkerton consulting firm, I bet you they're in trouble. CES, in the world's biggest technical... Now going to tech news, something that's really close to my heart, TVs, all right? And one of the world's biggest tech shows opens its doors. It opened its door last week in Vegas, giving us a glimpse of what's to come in 2019. Sony and Samsung gave a 4K TV update, and big news about their new TVs. Now the thing is, we know that 4K is in the works, and we know that 4K is the future of viewing and watching TV and playing games. So if you don't have a 4K TV yet, I do suggest you guys get one soon. Why? Because 4K is the thing. I mean, I will not be surprised if the Nintendo Switch could get up to 60 frames per second in the dock mode, all right? So those are coming in. New TVs are coming in. 4K TVs are coming in. It's a good read. It's a good look. If you guys still have those fat TVs, I suggest you go ahead and at least upgrade to a flat panel. And, you know, if you're a gamer, if you have the PS4 Pro, the Xbox Scorpion, I really do recommend that we go ahead and go with the 4K UHD. Samsung's the best, all right? Going on to more tech, now there's something going on with Apple. Everyone knows that the iPhone 10, 10R, 10S, and the 10 Max really didn't do well. And now what's going on is that everyone is now looking forward to what's gonna happen with the iPhone 11. And it is a very nice looking render where someone online rendered the iPhone 11 just like the iPad Pro. Now, to me, it's a fresh look. Hardware, you can't do too much. Software, I think iOS 13 is going to be good. Why? Because the software is going to be changed a bit. I'm thinking that software is going to be changed a bit. But hardware, you can't really do much. But what you can do is just have a great design. And I think the iPhone 11 in this design looks pretty good. All right, I like the renders, I like the squares, I like it going back to the iPhone 4, which is once again the old look and the old feel that Steve Jobs had. I don't know, it looks nice, it looks good. I mean, hey, if it comes out like this and my wife will let me buy a phone, I think I'll buy this. This looks pretty good. Also going around, Google. Yes, the Google Pixel 3 XL came out, and the Google 3. The 3 XL just had this huge notch, and it was priced at $1,000, and it was just too much. But now there's rumors going on that Google will be coming out with a Pixel 3 Lite. Pixel 3 Lite. Now they're saying that the specs are going to be a little bit lower. Snapdragon 6 with 3 gigs or 4 gigs RAM with a 32 gig internal. But most importantly, what it will do, it will keep the camera. All right, no notch. It will keep the camera, and will have that stock Android feel. You know what? Hey, for them to go mid-range and for them to know that the sweet spot of cell phones is around $500 to $600. That just really shows something. So that's good. And I think the Pixel 3 Lite, I think that's going to be a pretty good phone. You know, Android, you want to use Android, you want to use Android, you want to have that pure experience. I'm thinking, you know, the Pixel is the best way to do it. All right, talking about more light and more cheaper phones going around in that $500 to $1,000 price range, Samsung's new Galaxy M phone, it aims to take on cheap Chinese rivals, and I listed that below. And the Samsung's new Galaxy M, which stands for Millennium Falcon, the thing that is flying over me right now. Also in other news in the tech world, Samsung is now coming out with something called the Galaxy M. Now the Galaxy M stands for the millennial phone, I guess. And this is really targeted and positioned to go ahead and go against those Chinese, those Chinese smartphone rivals. You know, looking at $500 and maybe $500, $600, like the things like the OnePlus 6, the Poco phone, the Xiaomi's. Galaxy M is supposed to go out there and give you a great performance, a great camera, and a lot of memory and a lot of battery, and that's what they're aiming to do. Now there's a little small notch, the design is here, there looks like there's going to be an M10, an M20, and an M30. But really what they're trying to do is they're trying to go ahead and go up against, the Chinese rival phones. Here's the thing, if any company could go ahead and do something when it's hardware to make it reduce to a cost at $500 for them to make money, I think it's Samsung. Samsung makes their own panels, they make their own motherboards, they make their own LEDs, they make their own OLED screens, they make their own TVs. So it's only natural to see a big company like this to create something that could go ahead and rival those cheaper phones. Is it going to be good? I don't know. Will I use it? Maybe not. Also, last, this is something that I have hold dear to my heart. I left Samsung to go to this company and to help them relaunch this brand, because this brand, had something very dear to my heart. That was a Motorola smartphone. Now, I remember who had the Razr. I had every Razr, right? And now there is a report that Lenovo, who now owns Motorola, is now thinking about using their foldable technology and bringing back the foldable Razr Icon phone. Now they're saying that this thing could happen as soon as February. Motorola do it? Can Lenovo bring back that old school phone? But what's interesting is that this phone with the technology of folding screens, which has to be an OLED screen, they're talking about $1,500. All right, so this thing is going to be $1,500 smartphone. So I don't know, $1,500 for a foldable phone that is not the biggest and best brand. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. But anyway, so I have the link below. You can see the photos. I even have even a guy did a whole YouTube video of a concept art on how it would look, and it just brings back nice memories. Yeah. I remember using a Motorola, and my favorite one was a luxury edition. I don't know if you guys knew that one, but every time I used that phone, I always felt that I was David Beckham. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the news, and that's the games, that's the tech, that's the news that we had today. Again, my name is Jarrett. If you enjoyed the show, go ahead and subscribe. Again, everything that I talked about down in the description below. So go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know of all the stories that you guys went ahead and heard and want to talk about. And just leave a comment below. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you guys again next Monday. Again, this is Jarrett. See you guys.